guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do my 32-week update. We're almost there. I got lots to update on. Lots is going to start happening here really quickly. Lots of new symptoms. One of them being out of breath all the time, of course. But let's get started. Okay, cravings. Anything that's not good for you, pass it over here. Because I just want all the bad things, all the salty things, which comes hand in hand with a symptom that I'm having. But all of the junk food, all of the chips, Slurpees, ice cream. We went to a buffet last night and they had a chocolate fountain and you could dip your fruit into it. Oh my gosh. It was gnarly. I may have had like 6 chocolate covered bananas. Not a whole banana, of course, because that would be way too healthy. But chopped up pieces. And it was so delicious. Also, that's for the cravings. That's all the junk food. All into one. Anything that goes under that umbrella, pass it over. My symptoms: sadness, swelling. Swelling. It just started yesterday? No, 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. And I don't remember when it started with Mila. I feel like it wasn't that early. Turns out it's getting a little tough. So it kind of depends on if I drink a lot of water, which you're supposed to drink a lot of water when you're pregnant. So that's like a cursor and a blesser. Yeah, I said it, blesser. And salty food. Bah. But I feel like everything is so salty that you just have to eat it. I don't know. I'm sure there's not as salty foods, less salty foods out there. My husband even came home today and was like, let's try to cut back on carbs and sugar. And I was like, oh, good idea. Because we were doing really good. We were actually doing very good when I had Mila. No, when I found out I was pregnant with Mila, we were really good. Now, pregnancy makes you just do bad things. Anywho, so lots of swelling in my hands, my feet. The heat does not help. I think the heat just makes it worse, and I can like feel them swelling in my shoes. I do not remember feeling that, but that's okay. Now for the new updates. So I just got a call from my doctor today that they're moving my appointment up a week. So now I'm down to 2-week appointments every 2 weeks. And on top of that, I have NST testing for the baby. So that, if you don't know, is non-stress testing and non-stress test. But it's testing to make sure the baby's not in distress because of the placenta, the marginal cord, being on the side instead of the middle. Also, what we're now learning is he's breech and he's in the same position Mila was in. And I know he can flip. I know it. I know. I had one breech one, and people tell you every day of your life that she's gonna flip. Don't worry. Well, he's breech. And he has been breech for a while, since my last appointment, or my anatomy scan, the 3rd one, 2 weeks ago. So he was breech then, he's breech now, and he hasn't flipped. To my knowledge, it's still all the same positioning kicks that I feel. So I know he can flip. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video on trying to flip him. I know I'm still early, 32 weeks. He still can flip, right? But at least try before he gets too big. Because with Mila, I didn't know until I was like 37 weeks. And by that time she was already so big she had no room to go anywhere, and she was stuck. So with this one I want to try, now that he still has a little bit of wiggle room, to try to flip him. And of course he might flip on his own, or he might flip back into this position, or my uterus is just an odd shape and that's just how life happens. But we're gonna try, and there's no harm in trying. He's healthy, the cord, everything's fine, to try to flip him. I won't do the version though if we go in my next appointment, and then with the NST scans they're gonna do ultrasounds every time too, so we'll kind of see what he's doing. But at the end of it, I will not do the version again. That's where they flip on the outside. I did it with Mila and it was unsuccessful, and it was very, 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 very painful, and I don't want to do it again. Because the C-section is just fine, and I don't mind doing it at all. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. But for the NST scan, so we are we're doing the non-stress test twice a week for 40 minutes each, Tuesdays and Fridays. So with that, they're going to do the monitoring for 40 minutes and the ultrasound to see the fluid levels. And I'm assuming now checking his position, just because the doctor said she wants to see what he's doing, if there's even potential, because he's in the same exact position Mila was in. Butt down, feet up, head, frank breech is what they call that. So she wants to see how he's doing, but she's like, seeming that he's in the same exact position as her, it probably has to do with my uterus size, shape and size. She asked me if I had talked to my previous C-section doctor about the shape of my uterus, and I remember, well, as I was laying on the table I had asked, oh, how does my uterus look? I know, weird question, and you've probably heard the story 100 times, but he never said it was a different shape or anything different. He did forget part of the placenta, so I can't give him too much credit, but it is what it is. So we don't know. It could be that's the reason. It could not be that's the reason. So that is coming up. We have that starting in October, every 2 days a week till the very end. She actually scheduled me a week past my due date, if they were to let me go past and he flipped. I don't think they're going to let me go past my C-section or my due date because of the previous C-section and the risk of my scar on my uterus rupturing. But we'll see. We never know. He could flip and it could be this magical birth, but for right now we're just going to monitor and see what's happening. She did say my last anatomy scan came back great. The placenta is still what it is and the baby's measuring right on time. Right now she's assuming he's about 4 pounds 1 ounce. She doesn't know, obviously, because they didn't do any scans or anything like that, but by her feeling around and doing all that stuff, she's assuming about 4 pounds. According to my last scan, he was about 3.5. So she said he's right on track, and in the 60th percentile, which is totally normal. So that's a good sign. I am going to try to bring Mila with me. Fingers crossed. Give me all the advice of sitting in a doctor's office with monitors on and a toddler. But I think as long as I have my phone and a coloring book, I think we're going to be fine. So next up we have our baby shower. Our baby shower is coming up in October. It's the 13th. So it's a little late. With Mila, I did mine in July. With the November due date, same thing. And this time it's a little bit later, so I'll be nice and round for this baby shower. Anyhow, I think that's it. My brain is like scrambled eggs, I swear. But yeah, let's see the belly. So another thing my doctor said is she could just tell by looking at my belly that he's breech, because it's the way that it's shaped. And I was kind of trying to remember with Mila how it was shaped. I mean, how it was like feeling it was. And I want to say it's kind of similar. But she did show me like body parts when she was feeling around, which was kind of cool. So now I kind of know like, okay, this is the head and this is the spine, you know. She was just showing me other things. All right, enough talking. Let's see the belly. So this is with the shirt on. So a lot of my shirts don't fit, obviously. And of course I'm wearing my black, hopefully you can see me, Mila's watching her show. My black shorts, that's what I was getting at, with the shirt on. So you can kind of see it's more like right here, and that's where, beep beep, that's where he is, right here in the front. Head is here, booty is down all the way, and then legs are coming up right here. Sometimes I feel kicks or something over here, but I don't know. You never know. All right, I'll keep you updated. Thanks for watching. Bye.